Hey everyone, it's Emily. So today I thought I would just film a bit of a life update, channel update, that kind of thing. Just because I haven't really, I feel like, just talked about things. I mean, I have if you go to my streams, but I know that not everyone goes to the streams. So I just wanted to come on and just have a chat, just tell you guys what's going on. So I'm filming this the day after my 5 hour long live stream with Charlotte, Renee, Cachet, and Bethany ended up joining as well. That was just absolutely insane. It was so much fun. We had some very good, very important discussions. We all, I think, came away with something from that live stream, and I just want to say thank you to everyone that stayed on for the whole time. I have just such amazing followers, and I thank you guys so much because I'm just having the fucking time of my life right now on this thing. It's just been so great. So I want to start this off by saying thank you to everyone that attends my live streams and that comes and hangs out with me twice a week. I really, really, really appreciate it. Just seeing the same names every week is just, it's so fun. I just love it so much. So obviously I do stream twice a week. I started doing it, I think, about a month ago. So this is about a month to a month and a half of me streaming twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays. And it's been really good. I have a really great time on every single stream. Even my first ones when I had no one attending and it was super quiet and really awkward, I still had so much fun. And just the more people that join in, the more fun it's becoming. The chaos level has just reached a whole new tier. It's just so great. And we just have the best time. So if you don't join my streams, I highly recommend that you do, or even just watch the playbacks, because some of the shit that happens is fucking hilarious. Thank you everyone that joins my streams. So an update on the streams, because I originally decided to do the streams because I wanted the accountability of writing all the time. It's been good. I have been writing. I've gotten some words down. I haven't got as much done as I would have liked, but it's okay. I'm a little bit stressed about it, but not a whole lot. I think I have just, and I've been talking about this for ages on my channel, I've just been going through a little bit of a slump for a lot of things, both in other creative fields that I dabble in, and reading and watching movies and all of that stuff. And if you know me at all, you know that movies are my life. I've been in such a huge slump for all of that stuff. So I think the slump in movies, TV shows, and books also affects my general levels of creativity. I haven't done art, I haven't sketched, I haven't done any digital art, I haven't done any crafting. I bought a fucking sewing machine because I was going to start making my own clothes. I haven't done that either. I haven't done makeup in months. This is the most I've done my makeup in probably 4 or 5 months. But yeah, so I think I was just kind of going through a bit of a rough patch, and I think I'm finally getting out of that. I'm finally realizing that I need to stop committing to so many things because I've committed to so many things. And I need to just do a couple of things that I want to do. So I'm reading a book that I wanted to read for ages, finally. I'm watching a bunch of TV shows with my partner that have all been amazing. I'm watching anime again, which I had a huge 5-year break from anime. So I've just been binging anime recently and it's been amazing. I'm getting back into it. I'm getting back into the flow of things. So I'm starting to work back on my main project. I can't remember how many words I had before I started the live streams, but I think I hit 100,000 after I started them. So now I think I'm about 117,000. So I've had quite a bit of progress in the past couple months, but not as much as I would have liked. But I'm still in a good spot to reach my goal. Because I edit as I write, I don't have a lot of editing to go back and do myself before I send it out beta readers or alpha readers or whatever I want to do with it. So I've talked about my publishing plans before, and things have kind of changed a little bit. I was originally really dead set on self-publishing. And I kind of discovered some things that happen in my area or where I live. We have an independent publishing company and they accept unsolicited manuscripts. So that means that I don't have to go through a literary agent, which is something that I have been dreading if I ever went to self-publish, ever went to traditionally publish. But they hold 2 competitions towards the start of the year, and I'm obviously looking to finish my manuscript by the end of this year. So I was considering submitting my manuscript into these 2 competitions. And that's not me thinking, oh, my manuscript is amazing, my book is so good, everyone's gonna love it. It's, what have I got to lose? I could just do that. Again, I get prize money, which would be amazing, and I get a publishing deal out of it. So that's kind of where my mind was for going that route. But there's been a couple of things that have happened, and I talked about this in my live stream last night, but there's a couple of things that have happened in the fan art community where an artist on Instagram who does, she doesn't only do this particular fandom artwork, but it's her main one. It's what she's quite known for. And she does a lot of Sarah J. Maas fan art. And she was working on a project with a bunch of other artists within the fandom to make a coloring book. And the publishing house just really cracked down and they had to can the whole thing. And she's put so much work into this. She's worked on this project for, I feel like it's been over a year now. And the publishing house has only now sent her a cease and desist. And it doesn't look like Sarah is going to try and do anything to help her. And that just really makes me feel gross. I have come from a family of artists. My great-grandmother was a painter. My mum has always done art. My brother is very talented artistically. And I hate that it's seen as not a real profession and not, something that they can make money from. And, I just feel like artists get a really bad rap. And I feel like that is bullshit, It's people saying, oh, I'll give you exposure if you, do this free artwork. It's like, no, you fucking pay the artist. Can we just all agree to start paying artists what they're worth? It's something that I could rant about for ages because it pisses me off to no end. As someone who has done art, I know how long it takes. I know how frustrating it can be. I know how much energy and emotion goes into each piece. And to then have that taken off you and not be able to make money from it and, art theft on Instagram, it's disgusting. And we need to, as writers, we should understand that and we should be more than happy to support our fellow artists. Writing is an art form and we are right there with them and we should be there to support them. So I'm now kind of at a point where I'm like, I don't know if I want to put my story into this competition and win a publishing deal if I then can't support the artists that may eventually do fan art for my books or that may, want to work with me or want to do something, I'm kind of back at the point where I'm like, maybe I should just self-publish. Maybe I should just go through the self-publishing and then anyone that does artwork for my stories can use it and make money. And, I don't know. This is turning into a rant. It's not meant to be a rant. It's meant to be a casual, calm, natural light sitting in front of my bookshelf discussion update thing. I'm ranting. Of course I am. We should really not be surprised. But yeah, so now I'm back thinking about self-publishing, which goes back to my original plan for my story, which is not bad. I don't know. I'm just sick of my plans changing and I want it to get somewhere. But that's that. So I'm in 2 minds, and if anyone wants to have any comments on this dilemma that I'm having about traditional publishing and self-publishing, feel free to leave it in the comments. I honestly, I'm so indecisive. I'm going to need people to tell me what to do because otherwise I'm just not going to do anything with it. So yeah, there's that. Oh, what is this video? So writing wise, going back to writing, what we're actually here for, I have been writing short stories, which is very new. I have never, apart from like a school assignment, I have never written short stories before. I never wrote short stories for fun. Any kind of writing that I did, I always thought was going to end up being a series, or it was going to end up being, a full novel. Short stories were just never a thing that I thought I could do. I thought I couldn't write them. I'm an overwriter. I've written 117,000 words and counting on a novel. Like, I didn't think that there was any way I could tell a whole story in like 1,500 words. So I've written 2 short stories now, which doesn't sound like a lot, but for me, it's pretty big. And I'm pretty proud of them. Like, I think my second one is probably my most favorite thing I've ever written, because it was something that I wanted to write my whole life. And every time I started to write it, I would just get so lost and I wouldn't be able to continue with it. And it would just get all muddled in my head and I just couldn't figure out what it was, what was wrong, what I was doing wrong, why I couldn't get through it. And I figured it out. It's because I was trying to write a novel when I just needed to write a short story. And it's been like the most amazing revelation for me. And now I'm like, well, what other story ideas do I have that I could just write as a short story? Like, what else am I stuck on that I could just, boop, short story, done. That story's out there. I don't know. I'm really enjoying it. And I'm really having a great time writing short stories. And I hope that one day you guys will be able to read them. And I think once you do read, if you ever do get to read them, I think you'll read the one that I'm talking about that's my favorite and be like, yeah, this is a story that Emily would have wanted to write since she was like little, and yeah. But yeah, so we got the live streams, we got my writing on my novel, my publishing ideas, and my short stories. So that's the main stuff that I've been dealing with. I'm also out of my reading slump as well. I talked about that. So the book that I'm reading at the moment is Chain of Gold. I'll put it here on the screen. Is Chain of Gold by Cassandra Clare. And if I move to the side, you'll see I have my other Cassandra Clare books on my bookshelf. I love Cassandra Clare's writing. The Infernal Devices is my favorite series that she's written. And Chain of Gold is a kind of continuation of that series. It features like the next generation from that series. Does that make sense? That series, and then it's the next generation after them. It's really good. I'm really liking it so far. I just love the aesthetic of it. It's set in the early 1900s. So it's just really pretty and I really like it. I'm not super far into it, but I feel like it's just that familiar style of writing that I needed to really get me out of whatever block I was in. I've also been reading a lot of short stories. I've been reading Edgar Allan Poe. And if you've seen my last video, you will have seen that I read The Black Cat, which is now one of my favorite stories ever. I love that story so much. And this leads me into my next thing of what I'm doing with my channel. So I've mentioned it a couple times that I want my channel to be somewhere where we can talk about storytelling, not just writing, not just books, storytelling. So video games, movies, TV shows, anime. I want to talk about it all because I love it all, especially movies. So for the moment, because it's easiest for me, I think I'm going to focus on short stories or kind of shorter novels and their movie counterparts and do kind of a comparison of the two. So I've done The Black Cat by Edgar Allan Poe and The Black Cat, the movie, starring Bela Lugosi and Boris Karloff, which came out in 1934 or 5. And from there, because I've already started reading the story, I think I'm going to do Sweeney Todd. Sweeney Todd is one of my favorite movies of all time. I love Tim Burton. I love Johnny Depp. I love Helena Bonham Carter. I love musicals. I love blood. It's got everything that I love in it. So, and the Victorian era, it's perfect. It's literally my like perfect musical. I think I'm going to do Sweeney Todd next because I've already started reading The Penny Dreadful, which is actually called The String of Pearls or A String of Pearls, I think. I started reading it when I was on holiday in Bali, which is a very weird read. when you're on holiday in Bali to be reading about Victorian England. It was good. It was interesting. And I'm very excited to talk about that. The one difference that we'll have from my Black Cat video to the next Sweeney Todd video will be that I'm going to do it in a more vlog style, which I tried to do with the Black Cat video, and then my computer wouldn't work with the files from my phone. So I'm gonna have to have my laptop out like on the couch with me, and I'll just use my webcam and we'll just do it that way. So I'm probably gonna try and finish that short story this next week, and then I will record that video hopefully next Friday maybe. So yeah, that's what's coming with that, and I'm very excited, and I'm very excited to go further into talking about classics and old movies. I have all the old Universal monster movies, or at least the main ones, and I'm really excited to talk about them. So I think after I do Sweeney Todd, if I have the time, I will read Frankenstein next and compare it to the 1932 Frankenstein movie starring Boris Karloff, and probably I'll do Bride of Frankenstein in that video as well. But yeah, that'll be if I have time to read Frankenstein. I don't think it's that long, but the style of the writing just takes me a little bit longer to read. We'll see how that goes, but that's my plans for that video series at the moment. I'm also going to do a book review on Chain of Gold when I finish it, and that will probably be my first makeup and book review video where I'm going to do my makeup inspired by the book cover as I review the book. So hopefully that turns out okay, and I hope you guys are excited for that. That's also why I wanted to do my makeup today, so that you guys can see that I can do makeup. I'm just lazy sometimes. So I hope this gives you a taste for what you might see in the makeup and book review video, and I hope you're excited for that. I'm hoping that I will either get this video out today, being Friday the 10th. Yes, so today I'm recording on Friday the 10th. I'm hoping I'll either get this video out this afternoon or on Monday, and that's because I need to say on here as well so people know, unfortunately I won't be streaming this week because I've used up all of my StreamYard hours, unless I can find another free streaming service. I can just do YouTube streaming, but I don't think it offers as much as what StreamYard does. So I'm going to do a little bit of research this afternoon as well and try and figure out what my options are. And if not, I won't have my streams up. And to be honest, I kind of feel like I might need a little bit of a break from it. I'm not feeling completely drained, but I think I'm spending a lot of time streaming and not a lot of time relaxing and being with my family. It's not causing issues for them per se. They're very supportive. They're very happy with what I'm doing. It's more causing issues for me. I'm just getting a guilt and I don't like it. I might just take a week break if I don't find another free service. So I just wanted to let you guys know that that might be happening. And I feel weird and gross talking about it, but because I did talk about it on my stories today saying that I may not stream this week because my StreamYard hours, I've had a couple of people ask or recommend that I start a Ko-fi or a Patreon. And I feel like I really want to talk about this because I'm getting a lot of, I've talked about like I've talked about it with Chaos Corner, so Danny, Renee and Charlotte, and they're all for it. They really support it. They think it would be a great idea. I am kind of in two minds with it. I just want people to remember that I do have a son. I do have a 3-year-old. I have a partner. I am still working 3 days a week. I'm trying to write a novel. I'm working on another secret project that I can't tell you too much about, but just know that there is a secret project in the works. It's a thing. So I'm working on that as well. Kind of feeling like if I go into the world of Patreon where people are giving me their hard-earned money, I'm going to want to feel like I have to do something to earn that on top of my streaming and my chatting and everything else. So that's why I'm not really keen on it. As much as I would love to have that as a source of income, I would also just feel really guilty taking people's money because I know how hard it is to have money or to not have money or to, to spend money. I feel gross taking other people's money. Like, I don't know. I'm funny with this stuff. I don't take handouts from my parents. I never have. I don't play lotto. I don't like it. I don't like people buy me dinner. I don't like people buy me coffees. I feel bad receiving birthday presents and Christmas presents. I hate it. I hate gift giving. I love giving gifts. I hate receiving gifts because I just feel guilty. I think they could have spent this money somewhere else on something better. I hope you guys can understand where I'm coming from with that, but I think I just need to wrap my head around it a little bit more and just think about it. I need to talk to my partner about it and just see what he thinks. I don't know. If I were to start a Patreon or a Ko-fi, I can't remember. I don't know how to pronounce it. If you support me doing that, please comment down below what you would want to receive in return, or what you would want to be like a benefit of, I don't know how it works, subscribing to it or whatever it is that you do on the thing. What would you guys want in return? What would you want me to do? What can I do to make you feel like you've spent your money well, that you've put your money into a good place? Like, I need to know what you would be happy to receive in return. That's what I need to know, because otherwise I can't do it. If I can't put in my mind like, yes, they're giving me this much money and I'm giving them that, and that's fine, that's justified, that's equal, I can't do it. I won't do it. So I just need to know what you guys want in return and if it's possible for me to do, and then maybe I will consider it. But just know that any money from Patreon will go towards my channel. It will go towards my writing. It will go towards, editing, publishing, fan art. It'll go towards paying for StreamYard so I can stream for 5 hours every day. It will go to things that hopefully will benefit the channel and what you guys are here for. I just need to get to the point where I can accept receiving that. So, and don't take this as an attack to the people that have recommended it. I'm not attacking you. I really, really appreciate it. I hope you know that. When it was suggested to me, I literally almost broke down because I just can't. My head doesn't accept that people would consider giving me money for this, But I do appreciate it. I hope you guys know that I really do appreciate it. But yeah. I feel like maybe that's all I had to talk about. Thank you guys so much. I hope you like it here. And if you do, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I live stream every Tuesday and Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Western Australian time. I may or may not this week. If it's not scheduled, it's not happening. I can say that much. So yes, if you want any other live updates on what's happening with the streaming and stuff, follow me on Instagram. It's just at Emily, EMILY _A_Oliveri, OLIVIERI. It'll be written in the description box. Yeah, I think that's it. So thank you for watching, and hopefully I will see you in my next one. Bye.